The Kolter Homes Inside World Pickleball Show on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Kolter Homes, home of World Pickleball Open. Get pickling. And by Engage Pickleball, because I win with it.
Spring has sprung and the Midwest hills are alive with the sound of pickleballs as over 600 amateur and professional competitors headed to the third stop of the APP Pro Cincinnati Open in the Steel City of Middletown, Ohio, hosted by two of the top touring pros, Jay Devalle and Michelle Esquivel. Jay and Michelle opened the event with a clinic and then did not disappoint on the courts, battling in singles and doubles all weekend. Jay teamed up with longtime partner Pat Smith in men's doubles and battled the team of Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery twice to take home their first APP Tour gold medal. The Robs went up 8-1 in the second game of the gold medal match and were poised to force the third game. Did you feel it slipping away from you?
No, didn't feel it slipping away. It's possible that we got lax, but we were feeling very comfortable in that game, essentially full control. And then, Jay had to fake a nosebleed or something to buy time. No, but they were playing awesome, and we figured a couple things out, and we were doing it. We were playing our game and taking care of business. So, it just shows what we're capable of, and we just got to get out there and execute.
Well, you were down 8-1. What you guys call timeout? What are you talking about? What are you thinking about when you get down that many points? Just basically try to get back in it?
Yeah, if we can do it, we can do it. That's my mindset. So try to never give up and hope for the best. Sometimes it's very hard. I think we did a great job at staying positive and trying to do our best to stay in it. And then great thing happened. We got a bit closer, 8-6, and then 9-6, 9-9. So that's what we were looking for. And sometimes, yeah, we were even up 10-9 after that. So sometimes great thing happens when you're trying hard and you stay close.
Jay, also one of the top singles players, battled Zane Navratil in the finals, but fell short of the gold, taking home the silver, with up-and-comer Jack Foster taking the bronze. The ladies' doubles also saw a surprising new team of identical twin sisters, Jackie and Jade Kawamoto, from nearby Indianapolis via Hawaii, who upset Corinne Carr and Andrea Koop, and then surprised Michelle Esquivel and Andrea's sister Maggie Rimmons to advance to their first APP Pro Final. Pleasure watching you guys play. So first of all, tell me how long you've been playing pickleball.
Playing about 2 years. We started in the spring of 2019.
You're not far from here. Indianapolis is the next stop on the tour, but you also come from Hawaii, so it's a little bit of a distance there. So do you have any racket sports background, tennis, and any other sports?
Yeah, we played tennis growing up, and we played tennis at the University of Dayton right down the road from here.
Well, what do you think about the competition here? You pulled off a couple big wins so far, and you getting excited about playing for a medal?
Yes, we've been trying to play up in this level for a while now, so it's been really fun to finally get a couple wins under our belt, so we feel more confident and ready to move into this next match.
What do you think the biggest challenge is now as you're playing these different pros? You probably haven't played a lot of them before.
I think just keeping our energy high and keeping up our consistency, making all of our shots.
In the finale, however, veterans Lauren Stratman and Leah Jansen overpowered the sisters to win their first gold, also at an APP Tour event.
So actually, they were our warm-up partners this morning, and we were like, wow, these girls are pretty good. So we weren't really surprised to see them come through because we had kind of a look at them early in the AM, and we were like, they're really solid and great players.
When you come to a tournament, different tournaments, and obviously when you go to different parts of the country, you see different young and up-and-coming players. Does that change when you go to different, smaller tournaments versus like the U.S. Open and other tournaments? You sort of know some of the top players, but sometimes there's up-and-coming players you haven't played before?
Yeah, sometimes when you see a name that you don't recognize, they can come out and surprise you. You never know what kind of background they come from. So, this is my first time playing the Kawamotos, and I was very impressed with them.
Good. Well, congratulations on your first
Thank
APP
you.
Tour gold, ladies doubles champs.
Thank you.
We also caught up with the APP Next Stop's host, senior pro Rick Witzkin, bringing home the singles gold and men's doubles gold with John Sperling while in Cincinnati. You've had a great weekend so far, and you're not done yet.
Yeah, it's been really exciting, awesome weather. I actually have to say and admit that I am privy to no humidity and 70 degrees. I really like it. Nothing against Florida, U.S. Open, Delray, Punta Gorda, but this is kind of my place. I live 2 hours from Cincy, and my wife and I are both here, and we're hosting obviously the Indy Open, and we're kind of getting some good vibes and feels and ideas for us to host our first ever pro event, and we're super happy to bring it to Zionsville, Indiana.
Yeah, let's talk about the Midwest. We talk about the bigger cities, it's Florida, California, but this is the heart of America. I grew up not too far from here, and you look at all the people coming out here. Is there an influx of pickleball players in the Midwest now? More courts being built and so forth? Or how do you see the growth of pickleball in the Midwest?
Yeah, I obviously play professionally, and I've been all over the country, and I absolutely feel like the Midwest is embracing pickleball just as fast as everywhere else I'm playing. And the reality is that Indianapolis in itself has a lot of really good talent, and 5-0 players and 4-5 players. I think the volume's there for sure, and I just think as we expand to communities like Middletown and Zionsville, Indiana, I don't think anything besides the sky's the limit.
When you look at the senior division, you look at the professional level as well, you see a lot of tennis players starting to ease into pickleball sport, and I know you've been battling with several of them over the last few years.
Yeah, the parity is unbelievable. I just turned 50 in January, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm a pro senior because the talent's really good. You don't take one match for granted, and a lot of my buddies are the pro open players, and I got to play the split age and see a lot of my younger brothers in the split age at U.S. Open. But I know that those players realize that whether it's pro open or pro senior, the level is high. There's money on the involved. There's sponsorships. Heck, there's interviews. There's live streams. The prestige of this sport is skyrocketing.